Mondays ago, we called it. Star Wars: A Galaxy's Edge is opening up sooner than anyone expected. All this and more coming up on Just a Magic Minute, a weekly Disney and Beyond news show where we strive to bring you all things theme park news and related in just a few minutes so you can get your fix and be on your way. I'm Courtney, one of the hosts here at Jam, and to all who come to this happy place, welcome and let's get into it. The big news, in case you've been under a space rock, is that we have opening dates for Star Wars: Galaxy's Edge in both Anaheim in California, Disneyland, and at Disney World in Orlando, Florida, May 31st in California, and August 29th in Florida. Here are the important things to note about this. One, we don't have a ton of details yet, but we do know some key things. The first is that at Disneyland, you will need a reservation. Apparently, they're going to do this. It's kind of like a fast pass in a way, except it's going to be for an entire land, entire section of the park. Star Wars section to be exact, obviously. And so no one really knows exactly how they're going to do it. They have said that anyone who has a hotel reservation at Disneyland at one of their hotels will be guaranteed that each guest will get one window. We don't know how long those windows are going to be. It's just a window of time that you get to go visit the park. And that is one per guest, not one per your day or one like for every day of your trip once. So if you're there for a week, you get one time. And that's how it's set up now. And if you are not going to be a guest at a Disneyland hotel, resort hotel, then you are going to somehow sign up, be on a list. I'm not sure. They haven't said yet. Details are supposed to be coming soon. So at Disney World does things a little bit differently in general, normally, with the Fast Pass situation. However, Fast Passes are not going to be available for the rides, the one ride, I should say, that will be open. We're going to get to that in a minute. And so, yeah, they did say it's going to be limited capacity, but they're not doing like a window reservation thing. They're probably just going to do a crowd cutoff situation. Again, we're going to get more details later. They keep promising that on the site. We're going to have to see what this is all about. Still excited, still looking forward to it. Everyone just wants to get in and see the land. So the big news, though, is that Rise of the Resistance will not be open yet. That ride's going to open later at both parks. This kind of makes sense to me because since the opening dates are a lot earlier than was anticipated, what was keeping the dates later was them finishing the Rise of the Resistance ride. This ride is supposed to be one of the, if not the longest ride in Disney history. It is a complex ride. It is like multifaceted with different things, different elements to it. You're going to be getting in and out of a ride vehicle. I mean, it seems so elaborate and amazing, but complicated. So they're still working on that ride, and that has been what is the kind of main holdup to the opening dates. So Disney has decided to, capitalize and jump on the popularity and the anticipation of both of these parks, and they're going to open them early without that ride. That ride's going to just come a little later. You're still going to have the Millennium Falcon ride, which is also going to be amazing. You're going to have, all the restaurants, all the shop, all that's going to be ready. And I can't wait. Actually, I am going. So the rumor mill going around is that you cannot get any hotels on Disney at the Disney World properties anymore, or Disneyland. This is not true. It's kind of exaggerated. I actually just checked before I jumped on here. Now, while most of the hotels, they do seem to be wildly sold out or busy, there was still availability, and it wasn't even at kind of, jacked up prices. So, if you want to go for that weekend, you can still kind of slip in. So here's something important to note about Hollywood Studios, the Florida location. I was reading in the fine print, it did say that extra magic hours will be available to visit the parks for guests at select Disney World Resort hotels. Select Disney World Resort hotels. So that is not all of them is what that means. So for, I know when Pandora opened, it was the deluxe hotels who had extra magic morning hours there. Is what I've been told. I actually don't know this for sure. I need to kind of verify that, but I've heard that from people who went. It was for that. So not knowing exactly what to expect, I did book a deluxe hotel so that we just made sure that if that was the case, we don't know for sure. Like I said, just kind of hypothesizing here. But if that's the case, we were covered. I don't know. Again, there's a lot of I don't know going on here. But we're going to be there for the opening. So if you want to avoid the crowds, which I totally get, or you just can't make it, you can come along with us. We're going to be doing a ton of live broadcasts both on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So make sure that you guys are following us there. And I'll remind you as we get closer. But we're going to try to just bring you guys the experience. I'm really looking forward to kind of just the hype. I'm looking forward to the crowds. It's going to be mayhem, but I think it's going to be an excitement, a happiness, a kind of, giddiness, if you will. And I'm sure there will be some craziness because that's to be expected, but happy heart, positive attitude, that'll get you through the day and let you have fun. And I think it's going to be enjoyable watching it all unfold. It's going to be enjoyable watching the people. It's going to be enjoyable seeing all the cast members in their uniforms, which we've all been really excited about. So we have talked a lot about this today. It is carrying on our time-conscious show a little too long. I'm going to wrap that part of the show up. But that's what's happening. There are the few details we have, more to follow. I will keep you guys up to date as well if you don't want to spend hours sifting through the rumors and all the hubbub that is out there right now. I will try to give you guys some concise updates and details as we get closer to the opening date. But get excited, whether you're going to avoid it like the plague and wait it out, or you're going to try to get there as soon as you can. Either way, it's going to be an experience. In other news, you can celebrate St. Patrick's Day at Walt Disney World around the parks. They're going to have festive touches, including special ganaches at the Ganachery at Disney Springs, festive cupcakes at Fountain View and Epcot, Contempo Cafe at Disney's Contemporary Resort, and the Main Street Bakery in Magic Kingdom. They're also going to have a special hot dog at Casey's Corner and green beer at Rose and Crown. The biggest celebration can be found at Raglan Road at Disney Springs. They're going to have authentic food and beverage offerings alongside Irish bands and dancers. Disneyland Resort in Anaheim and Disneyland Paris will also be offering festive treats and food. If you'll be at Universal Studios Orlando, look to celebrate at Pat O'Brien's and Universal City Walk with an enthusiastic party, themed foods, and specialty drinks. New Pirate and Mermaid experiences are now available at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels. You can find Captain Hook's Pirate Crew at Disney's Beach Club Resort for ages 4 through 12. This swashbuckling adventure teaches kids the pirate ways while leading them on a treasure hunt on their journey to becoming part of the pirate crew. In addition to treasure hunting through the resort, the kids will also get to take a pontoon boat around Crescent Lake. This adventure includes a pirate feast and is $55 plus tax per child. Meanwhile, at Disney's Art of Animation Resort, Caribbean Beach Resort, and the Yacht Club, guests 4 and up can take part in an hour-long swim class learning how to swim like a mermaid. The class includes the use of a swimmable mermaid tail and is $50 plus tax per person. We'll include the link down below for more information and booking details. And that is it for this week's Disney and Beyond News in a Flash. We encourage you to follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter for more real-time updates. If you have anything you'd like to see covered, or if you just want to share an experience or a Disney story or theme park news, let us know on social media and we'll try to get those included. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of the fun. That's it for this week, Jammers. We'll see you real soon.